Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for today's post-days press conference featuring Dean Elgar. Just a reminder to please put your cell phones on silent, and we'll get straight into it, starting with Ken.
Thanks, Lucy. Superbly batted, Dean. Well done. Far from a guy playing in his penultimate test match, you look like someone with a point to prove out there today.
I don't think it's a point to prove, Ken. I just want to still contribute. I want to go obviously out with a bang, and I want to try and win a test match and a series. That's ultimately the standard I've set myself for the series. So there's no turning back now, and at the end of the day, I don't have anything to lose really. Whether I fail or not, it's still coming to an end. But yeah, I guess it's obviously up to me to get those performances in for us and try and get the side into a winning position, and ultimately still try and keep the trophy at home. Yeah, so I don't really think there's a point to prove. I've just got a standard for myself that I want to try and uphold.
Great, we'll take one in front here.
Yeah, Dean. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
When you're bowling and fielding, you think that this wicket is the best one. You like the wicket like this. When you're batting, ball is jumping around, stopping a bit, coming fast. So it's a tough time to bat on. What would you like to say about today's inning?
Maybe sitting here now, I can actually say I think it's quite a good wicket. I think if there was more sun on it, it might have been a little bit tougher. But yeah, it's obviously the conditions are in the favour of the bowlers, naturally because of the overhead conditions and obviously the greenness of the wicket. Yeah, just things just went my way, really. It could have been another batter on another day. So yeah, just happy to be contributing once again.
Satisfying?
Definitely, yeah. Still got unfinished business tomorrow. Hopefully I can kick on and try and do what I did today. I might be waking up a little bit sore tomorrow. I haven't batted that long in with the intensity, obviously, that the Indian bowlers brought. So yeah, but I'll worry about that tomorrow.
Great, Stu.
Dean, that was probably among the more fluent innings of your test career. I don't know if you agree or not, but just take us into your mindset and the intent with which you sought to play, because it wasn't all just about trying to survive.
Yeah, I think your mindset has to be one of looking to score, still compiling it with defence and leaving the ball well. So you still have to back your defence and leave the ball that's obviously not a threat to you. The ball's moving around a bit, and Ashwell Prince is going to hate me saying this, but there is one with your name on it, no doubt. One ball can just jag back, hit your stumps, hit your pad. You can nick it if it straightens. But we spoke about it yesterday, and it's definitely a wicket where you have to have that mindset of looking to score. I think when you look to score, you just get into better positions as well, and you can capitalise maybe on a ball that's over-pitched, or maybe just sits up off the back of a length to play a different shot. So yeah, I just think it's the whole mindset that I took in, and it's obviously I had to get through the lunch period, and then after lunch I came out with a little bit more of a positive mindset, got into really good positions, and capitalised on some balls that maybe back in the day I didn't really capitalise too much on. But in saying that, today was my day, and things went according to plan, and yeah, we're still in a really good position as a side.
Heinz.
Dean, there's obviously a bit of talk about the future of this side now as well. So how satisfying was it also to share productive partnerships with two guys who are considered part of the future, Tony and David? And specifically, what did you make of David's innings on debut?
I think that partnership with myself and Tony was pretty important there. The ball's going around, Boomer was swinging it both ways. And Tony I thought he did bloody well to get through it. I know he only got 20 odd, but I think given the period of seeing off that newish ball to get it old, to allow maybe a guy like David to come in and play his natural game was maybe some things that won't be spoken about, but I'll mention it. Yeah, and then Betters, you'd think he's this youngster coming into Test cricket. I think he's 28 or 29 now. He's got a lot of experience in the first-class game. He's done well in South Africa, and he's done well in county conditions as well, where it's not the easiest club that he played for in Durham. wicket's not really conducive for free scoring players, but you can see the guys coming in with a lot of confidence, and he played like today, like I thought he's got maybe 20 tests under his belt. It wasn't easy at all. But you can see he's calm, he's got the experience of playing long format cricket, and he's also been someone that I've played against a lot in South Africa as well before he went overseas. So yeah, I thought he really took to it pretty well.
Telford?
Dean, those two partnerships, clearly you're the senior man in those partnerships, and I'm just wondering, there's a management kind of responsibility from your side. How does that differ when somebody is new to Test cricket as Tony and David with all his experience? Were there different ways of managing them as partners in those two stands?
I think you need to be pretty consistent. You still have to implement the basics of batting, especially when the ball's going around a bit. So you need to almost simplify your game plan, but have a good mindset of looking to score. No, I didn't manage either of them any different. It was still a pretty straightforward message. You should know me by now. Pretty straightforward out there. But also the bigger picture of making them aware of, we get through these guys, we get through these two, they've got two more bowlers, and then we can try and capitalise on that as well. So yeah, it was pretty generic out there with both of them. But also Tony's also an experienced player now, well, not in Test cricket per se, but in first class cricket. And he's had a really good run of late. And you can see that the way he's pretty chilled and composed and nice and calm at the crease, equally with Bedders as well. So yeah, no, I can't say the management was any different. It was still one of those communication, get through it kind of vibes. And then try and capitalise on the ball that's in your area, that obviously prefers your eye. So yeah, it was nice to see those two young guys do pretty well in tough conditions as well.
We'll just do a follow-up from Telford.
And your celebration when you got your 100, I thought you were going to pull something, but it
Pulled something long ago.
but it seemed to be about more than just scoring runs. Was it about more than? And what was it about? If it was,
It's a special game for me. I don't have a Test 100 at Centurion. That's the one that's got away throughout my whole career. And we spoke about it the other day in the Titans change room. They were like, "Geez, I thought you've got a few." I said, "No, I don't. I've been rubbish here. Well, maybe not too rubbish, but don't have a Test 100." And I think it was more for that. My family's here. My friends were here. Watching, knowing that this is my last international fixture that I'll play here. So I think it was a whole combination of that. It was one of happy to be on the board. I'm now on all the test venues in South Africa, which is kind of cool. Part of a pretty decent list. And then obviously it was to just show appreciation to my family and friends for being here.
Great, at the back.
Hi, this is Sunil from ITV India. Telford just robbed me of my question, but I'll take it forward. The first and the final series is usually very important, emotionally charged. Are you still emotionally charged? Is it the flashback is going in front of you, or you're letting the emotions just not seep it in and just in the zone right now?
For me, at the moment now, it's about contributing, putting our team in a good position, influencing where I can. I think by the time Cape Town's finished, maybe reality will be a little bit more real for me, but I think I'll be on a wine farm somewhere, drinking copious amounts of wine. And then I'll maybe sit back and enjoy what's happened in the past. But for me now, it's all about business. I want to come in and do things like I've done today, and obviously carry that mantle forward for the younger guys to know what the standard's about.
Cool, we're going to take last three questions. 1, 2, 3.
Dean, do you think that knowing that there was no Mohammad Shami and Prasidh Krishna is playing his first test match, Shardul Thakur plays on and off, he only plays overseas, so there was the perfect opportunity that there are two bowlers you could capitalize on, because Bumrah and Siraj are regularly playing and probably a notch above the other two. Did that work when you were tactically thinking about how to build the innings?
Not at all. Look, I said the other day, I'm glad Shami's not here because he keeps you busy at the crease. He's extremely experienced and talented bowler. I've played against him for many years now. So I was actually glad when I heard he wasn't coming. But in saying that, Test cricket's Test cricket, and I'm pretty sure the Indian bowlers they set themselves their own standards, and I'm pretty sure the young guys want to come in and make a play. Just knowing that there might be a hole coming or void of maybe older players not being there, and they have to step up and fulfill that role. So I don't think it was a tactic at all. I think it was just a pure case of seeing the ball. I don't think I would have played any different if Shami was here or not. Yeah, it's just one of those days, honestly. And I wish I had a few more of those in the past. I would have come out swinging a lot harder.
Great. We're going to look to Rapwood to here.
Tina, we've seen 200s in this test match already, but we also know that this wicket gets a bit up and down as it progresses. We obviously want as much as you can, but what is the realistic that you need going into that third, fourth inning?
I think just purely based on the overhead conditions, the wicket might hold its own for a little bit longer. Usually when the sun's out, yeah, it does create the dryness and it does present the up and down movement of the ball. So I think the moisture's still in the pitch and it should hold a little bit longer. Look, first innings runs are so important, because you don't want to be chasing anything more than what you should be. Realistically, and in a perfect scenario, if we can get a 350 and beyond that, I think that would be awesome for us. Our bowlers prove that we can take the wickets on this pitch, be that they are inexperienced, and that's fine, but they did still do a proper job in the first innings. So I'm sure the confidence is up from their point of view. So yeah, anything ab 350, moving on, maybe even to 400, who knows. One of our lower order batters come off as well, which they're very likely to. So yeah, that would be the perfect scenario for us. But we know Test cricket doesn't work like that. You don't just rock up here tomorrow and just say, oh, 350 is going to happen. I've got different news for you guys. It's a ruthless format, and you got to go out and still work your arse off for it.
Great. On that note, that concludes today's press conference. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone, and of course, Dean as well. We'll see you tomorrow.